I recently got hit with that nostalgia bug, so I went online and got myself a brand new refurbished Xbox with a nice TV to play it on, and I got the game I spent the most time on in high school, Call of Duty 4.
Now it's a ghost town.
I also wanted to look more into speedrunning this game, and that's when I found this extremely broken mission. If you haven't played Charlie Don't Surf in a while, or at all, I'll do a quick rundown. We take our helicopter ride into this mission, looking for Al-Assad, which is this guy. So we're gonna breach through this building to search for him. But it turns out he's not in here, and he's broadcasting east of us. So we need to get over there, which means we need to navigate our way through the enemies and this map. This area is a very similar layout to the multiplayer map of Ambush, which by the way, they should remake. It's definitely in my top 5 maps. But anyways, we need to get over here to where it turns into the broadcast section of this level and breach this door. Once we get inside, we need to clear out all the rooms, including this large office area. After we clear it all out, we can go through this door and then make our way up to this hallway, where we're going to again breach a door to get Al-Assad. But it turns out he's not in here either, and it's a recording on a loop. All in all, this mission takes around 10 minutes playing it casually, and around 7 minutes speedrunning it in this way. Like this run on January 28th, 2014, where Lexos95 beat it in 7 minutes and 3 seconds. But now we're gonna skip almost 4 years later, to January 11th, 2018, with Torn, aka Vanilla Ice. But the thing with Torn is he's not really known for speedrunning, but more for Call of Duty montages, with clips like this. So he had the perfect skills to innovate this mission, and he found out if you get into this hallway, you can trigger the end of this mission. So all he needed to do was reverse engineer how to get here as fast as possible. And that's exactly what he did with this run here. As you can see so far, the run's pretty much the same, with some optimized movement in the strafe jumping. If you don't know what strafe jumps are, they're basically sprinting, then pressing the strafe key like W and A or W and D, and doing the matching left or right horizontal mouse movement, and then jumping and repeating that. This will increase your speed and make you travel further in game units, which can make some hard to reach areas accessible, and generally make you run through the levels faster. As you can see, he goes inside the building and picks up the RPG here, and then comes out and makes his way over to this gate, so he can perform the classic RPG jump, which is exactly what it sounds like. He's gaining more height from shooting the RPG down while jumping. Then he's going to make a strafe jump over to this fence to make it back into the map, skipping a decent portion of this mission. Now he's just going to continue forward till he gets to the wall extending from this building, so he can jump on top of it, and then do a little bit of parkour to get on top of the rebar sticking out of this building. Now that he's up here, he's going to take his RPG out and make a pretty hard strafe RPG jump to get to this building. Now he's going to hit something called a bounce. A bounce is basically hitting an unrendered slope with enough speed and at the right angle, which for some reason will mess with the game engine and will do exactly what it's called. Bounce you. He also used an RPG there to gain more height. Now he's going to set himself up and shoot out this window so he can make another bounce to get inside the room.
Yes!
All that's left in the run is to get up the stairs and get inside the hallway, so you can trigger the glitch cutscene, where it's playing out the rest of what happens in the room you breach through,
Holy
which is
shit.
around 50 seconds of waiting.
33 seconds. Oh my god, I can't
And as you can see,
believe it.
using this route, he cut the previous world record of this mission almost in half. But there's still more to be done. And that's where Sir Bongo comes in. Sir Bongo plays a thing called COD Jumper, which is basically COD 4's version of CSGO Surf, B-Hop, or KZ. They use bounces to get to hard to reach places. It's pretty entertaining and satisfying watching these videos, but this mission is perfect for someone that's good at COD Jumper. Within the first few seconds of getting down from the rope, you can see there's a new glitch that's been found, where you can mantle on the rebar and get on top of this house, then make a bounce on this car so you can get behind the barricade that was set up, and skip going inside the building looking for Al-Assad. That alone saves around 40 seconds in this mission. The next part of getting on top of the buildings are the same, but he still needs to get an RPG, and it just so happens when you don't go through the first building, an RPG will spawn on top of this roof for some reason. He's then going to make the strafe without the RPG, which is just insanely hard to get, and doing the same bounce off the wall, and without any time wasted, he's going to go straight into the car bounce. With the only reason he picked up the RPG was to break this window. Now all that's left for him to do is get up to the hallway, and he was able to beat this in 2 minutes and 36 seconds, which still stands as the current world record for this mission. Or it was. While I was editing this video, this world record was broken. By again, Sir Bongo. After 2 years, he beat his own record, using a couple new strats, like this first one. Rather than doing this car bounce to get past the barbed wire barricade, he's gonna instead get on this car and get on top of the fence to skip over it. Also with the jump right after he picks up the RPG from building to building, instead of getting on top of it, he's just gonna turn around and use the RPG to make a strafe jump, saving about a second. All the bounces are the same, and he shoots out the window with the pistol. One more small thing that he does, which I find satisfying, is he strafe jumps on top of the staircase guardrail to perfectly go up and around it. The ending time for this one is 2 minutes and 31 seconds, so he saved about 5 seconds from the previous record. Also, with it being 1 minute of flying in the helicopter in the beginning of the mission, and around 50 seconds of waiting for the cutscene to play out, the active time he's actually playing on this mission was only around 40 seconds. But seeing as those strafe jumps are extremely hard, to get this in a full run is not consistent enough. So they discovered something else. They still do everything the same up until the RPG, where they're going to drop down and make their way over to this tree, where they're going to do a new glitch that hasn't been gone over in this video yet, known as an elevator. As you can see, they fly up, hence the name. You're basically looking in a certain area to then sprint forward and hit a certain pixel, which will trick the game into thinking you're inside of a wall or a barrier and then send you up. This just makes the run a bit easier with the sacrifice of some time. Also, another little thing to connect this video all together, Orin, the guy that found most of the things on this map, made a video on how to do elevators almost 9 years ago, which is the video I actually learned from when it came out. But yeah, this is the most broken mission on Call of Duty in my opinion. And I'd like to thank ShadeCam and Dylan the Dude for giving me a better understanding of this run. And of course all the runners that made this mission what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, you can check out this video next. Later.